We'll get yours today.
In the Lyons household, mornings were always a challenge.
Yeah, 5 more minutes.
But today, little Rodney Jr. had an idea.
I will just make my dad some Atomy Arabica instant coffee.
With determination, Rodney Jr. prepared the perfect brew.
Is that coffee?
And with one sip,
Wow, I'm ready to tackle the day.
Ready to supercharge your health, mate? Meet HemoHim. This isn't just any supplement. It's your daily power-up. It boosts your immune system, energizes you, and improves overall well-being. Proper mint that. Made from natural ingredients, HemoHim is your ticket to the boss level of health. HemoHim, level up your health. Get yours now and start playing life on easy mode.
Rodney Lyons, remember the name? This kid from the heart of Las Vegas is the real deal. He's not gambling his way to the top, no sir. Rodney's hustle is all about creating killer content and his game, live streaming. He started small, just a dude with a phone and a story to tell. Now he's got a loyal following, thousands strong, hanging on his every word. Why? Passion, authenticity. Rodney gives a damn about his fans, and it shows. Rodney's journey wasn't all blackjack wins and flashing lights. He put in the work day in and day out, grinding, hustling, learning the game. He knew what he loved, connecting with people, making them laugh, sharing his world. Live streaming was the perfect outlet, raw, unfiltered, real. Just like Rodney, he's living proof that with hard work and a genuine connection, you can build something truly special. Rodney's story is just beginning. He's got that spark, that drive that you can't teach. He's got Vegas energy flowing through his veins, and with every live stream, he's proving that in the city of dreams, anything is possible. The air crackles with anticipation. It's almost showtime. But before the camera rolls and the chat explodes, there's a ritual. A calm before the storm. Rodney's apartment, usually buzzing with activity, takes on a focused energy. Music, low and steady, sets the vibe. Rodney, methodical and precise, checks his equipment. Camera angles, perfect. Lighting on point. Microphone, testing. He's all about that high-quality, engaging experience for his viewers. But it's more than just tech. Rodney preps his mind. He reviews his notes, the topics bubbling in his mind. He visualizes the connection, the energy he wants to share with his fans. This isn't just a stream, it's a conversation. He runs through his intro, the words flowing effortlessly. This is his element. The energy builds palpable now. Rodney takes a deep breath, a final moment of calm. He's ready. Across the city, lights flicker on. Phones buzz with notifications. Rodney's about to go live. The chat room, usually a steady stream of banter, explodes into a frenzy. Fans from all walks of life brought together by their shared love for Rodney's infectious energy. They greet each other, old friends and new, united by the anticipation of the upcoming stream. Emotes fly across the screen, a digital wave of excitement. Inside jokes and shared memories fill the chat. This is more than just a fandom. It's a community. They've seen Rodney's journey, supported him every step of the way, and tonight they're ready for another dose of his unique brand of entertainment. The countdown begins, a collective holding of breath. 5, 4, 3, the energy is electric, a tangible wave of anticipation. 2, 1. Section 4, showtime! The screen flickers, bursts into life. Rodney's face fills the frame, his grin infectious. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Rodney Lyons, coming at you live from the heart of Vegas. The chat erupts. Greetings, jokes, and words of encouragement flood the screen, a digital roar of appreciation. Rodney soaks it in, his smile widening. This is what it's all about. The connection, the energy, the shared experience. He launches into the stream, his energy contagious. He talks about his day, his thoughts, his observations on life in the fast lane. He answers questions, cracks jokes, and engages with his viewers, making each and everyone feel seen, heard, valued. He's a natural storyteller, weaving tales that leave his audience captivated. He's real, he's raw, he's authentically Rodney, and that's what keeps his fans coming back for more. Section 5, a two-way street of energy. Rodney feeds off the energy of his viewers, their enthusiasm fueling his own. He's grateful for their support, their presence in his life. He makes it clear that this isn't a one-way street. This is a community, a shared experience. He encourages their comments, their questions, their participation. He wants to hear from them to know what resonates, to build that connection even stronger. He shouts out viewers, celebrating milestones and achievements. He offers advice, encouragement, and a listening ear. He's more than just an entertainer. He's a friend, a confidant, a source of positivity and inspiration. The stream flows seamlessly, a blend of humor, heart, and genuine connection. Time flies by, the minutes melting away in the shared energy of the stream. As the stream draws to a close, there's a bittersweet feeling in the air, but Rodney leaves his viewers with words of encouragement, reminding them of their own potential, their own capacity for greatness. He signs off, the screen fading to black. But the energy lingers, a vibrant reminder of the powerful connection forged in the digital space.
Yo, what up, everybody? Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. All right, so that on, y'all can see. All right, so we are going to finish the RFL season 1 only because the draftees, this is going to happen. Did I say this Saturday or did I say next Saturday? We'll see how we get through this week. Got 2 games tonight, and 2 games tomorrow night. And I'm actually thinking about streaming tomorrow morning 2 games because we're right now in week 3 and 4, and tomorrow night will be 5 and 6. And what? Let's say night, Sunday, Monday night, night, day morning, day night, bye week, Wednesday, Friday, Chargers playoffs will start. So I'm actually thinking about streaming in the streaming the Broncos and the Steelers in the morning. And then got a Monday Falcons. But night Tuesday morning, Tuesday night. No stream on Wednesday. Maybe Wednesday night. Yep, Wednesday night. That's Bucks and Falcons. Excuse me. Thursday during the day, I could possibly get 1 or 2 games, Jags and or get the Jags in on Thursday. And after CWF on Friday, yeah, after CWF on Friday, then I can put on the Saints and the Chargers after that. And then Saturday night will be the draft. That works. Yeah, that works. All right, so y'all know what we doing. So that's what we doing. All right. Right now we're 1-1. To go up against the Panthers. I have learned it doesn't matter what the overall is. It just matters how many all right. I'm gonna let them set those standards. Oh, he hasn't looked over it yet. I probably gotta wait a couple weeks. I've already yeah. You don't wanna come back? I ain't tripping. Still negotiating with him. I might have to throw a couple more a couple more million on top of that 5 for him to come back. All right, here we go. This should be a game right here.
It's week 3 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Dak Prescott. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Raiders and the Panthers, and it's all up next.
Draft will be this this Saturday. Draft for the RFL will be this Saturday.
Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over.
All right, here we go.
This one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. So out had the Raiders for their first possession. Bringing him out, coming off one of his best seasons as a pro, an MVP runner-up finish in year number 9, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, Well, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. It's Connor again. The flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
That's definitely a hold.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They'll run here following the penalty. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Dak now from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game.
All right, defense.
Second-year quarterback from Kentucky. He earned several starts as a rookie. It's Will Levis.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterbacking. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, and a big old win last week.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Okay.
Levis to the air now. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
They read that.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Levis thrown again on 2nd down. It's caught. Warren. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back...
Oop, pick.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner. And the Raiders will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their 1st possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber of defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Right back, that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Panthers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh my goodness, Fox. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays.
That's crazy.
Got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, He's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Another carry for him. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He gets a half dozen on the carry, and that's also going to bring up 3rd and 6. Levis from the shotgun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Man, that was a chain mover if you would have held.
That was a good hit.
Contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Throwing on first is Prescott. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he gets him around 6 there. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Dak. Bell on the catch. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Connor on the inside give. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Ball at the 33 for first down. On the draw, the give to Connor. And they bring him down by the rookie from Florida State.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down.
Throwing now on first down, Levis. He throws a bullet deep to the right side.
He almost got that pick.
A nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
To throw again on 2nd down, Levis. Kelsey makes the catch. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Levis. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Ryan Wright on to punt. To that drive, went backwards. He's going to send this one forward. Got 46 on his first punt, and this one's pushing a little more distance. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be Raider football. 1st and 10 from the 41. Dak off the play fake. He'll get this one to Connor. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Handoff goes to Connor, running left. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
That was one heck of a tackle, though.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott.
Uh-oh.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Rigoberto Sanchez on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. No return on that punt. And it's going to be Panthers football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren.
He gone.
Has a hole left, room to run. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside.
And that
the
was
red
a big
zone.
game.
On the play fake, it's Levis. Got his target. It's Hill. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
On 2nd down, Warren. And he's brought down for a loss. So that was an exciting 1st quarter, but not the cleanest. A couple of early turnovers. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this.
Both was going to their main target. One tight end, the other one,
Time for our
receiver
second
one.
quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points.
And both got picked.
Throwing his Levis on 3rd down. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane
Ooh.
past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. Running to start this drive with Connor.
Uh-oh.
Takes out a 1-stop. He picks up 15 on
That was a nice move.
And that's a Vegas 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Right back to Connor.
Good run.
And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a Raiders 1st.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
1st and 10, Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down right along the 30.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Dang, I've never seen him run that before. That's a nice run.
Straight ahead, it's Connor. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the gun, P-Rod.
Ooh.
And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Hey, that's a nice move, P-Ryan.
And that's good for Raiders first.
Amaje P-Ryan, I guess that's...
They run once more with P-Ryan. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Running left, it's Connor. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is...
And he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders take a second-quarter lead. It's a James Conner touchdown. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders take a 4-point lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Darius Davis to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Levis here on first down.
Oh,
St. Brown's got it. Complete.
he caught that with one hand.
And he crosses his sideline
Backwards.
a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
He was literally backwards catching that.
From the gun, Levis. This one finds Kelsey. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That's the long-tenured Brandon Graham with the stop. And it's a nickel look by the Raiders. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw.
Got him.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Good
And the
blitz.
defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Protection is always tested against a blitz, especially with all the different ways the defenses today disguise them. Couldn't quite account for the number of rushers that time, and it ends just how you expect. The quarterback needed a little help to get picked up off the grass.
Carolina in punt formation. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. So no return on that punt.
236, 3 tutties. Not bad. Could be better, but not bad.
10 now from the 30. Connor here from the gun. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Connor, their first down and much more. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. It's a 30-yard
That man
play
came out of that backfield like he got shot out of a cannon.
Nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun is Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings them to 3rd down. Dak now from the gun.
Good pass.
Beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Dak. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Man, you gotta catch that.
First, it's 2nd down. Throwing again is Dak. Escapes out to the left. Now here he goes. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Dak to the air here.
He dropped it.
Incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was a heck of a
Now they
hit.
have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that brings up 4th and short. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn, ready for the field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Everly's kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's the type of
That's
long,
right.
sustained
Let's
drive
go.
that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
On return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
That's crazy. He got that off.
Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Oh man, caught that with one hand.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. 3rd and short yardage, Levis. He has the first over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. Levis throwing again. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver.
Good job, Adams.
And it's going to be 2nd down. Levis from the shotgun.
Uh-oh.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble.
Oh, get it.
Making that strip sack and that play was a masterpiece.
The Raiders and running back James Conner headed back to the field. They have time to look to the end zone first here before they send the field goal unit out.
He already got 100 yards on 14 carries.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. 1st down. Here's Dak. Has a man. It's Brown. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Have to double their lead to 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers headed out on offense again just before halftime. And with field position and the clock against them, probably not going to see anything of substance here before halftime.
Uh-oh, good run. Right up the middle.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout.
All right, 15 seconds to halftime.
2nd and 6 now.
I'll see y'all after halftime.
No place to go, so he just threw it away.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. On again comes Ryan Wright for another punt. Back deep is Gould. He has it at the 33. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. We're at halftime here in Vegas. The Raiders defending their building thus far. Now it's time we checked in around the league. Here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where you see the final score there. Jalen Hurts leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The rookie from Michigan, J.J. McCarthy, a touchdown pass. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Kenneth Walker, over 100 yards in the victory with 2 touchdown runs as well. We watched the veteran James Conner put together a very solid first half. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Laviska Shenault to return it. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life,
No
there's
grooves.
energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
He was
Don't
gone.
think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Throwing now on first down. Levis hits him on the out route. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 47. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
Dang, that was good D.
One through there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. A tight end in motion now. Shotgun now for Levis. Coleman with the
Gave it to
grab.
him.
And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well. They are throwing it again.
Oh.
Complete to Coleman. And he's taken down at the 30. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Still sticking with the passing game. Escapes the pocket. He can run it.
Good job.
As they bring him
Stephon.
down, let's check the penalty flag. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Here's Levis. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Offense to the line for second down. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside.
Oh, good run.
The linebacker just did.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard
Uh-oh.
line. Now
Uh-oh.
we get a stoppage for an injured player. As they head out to check on, looks like an injured Panther. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk
That was
it
smart.
for something. It brings up 2nd down. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Warren here from the gun.
Oh, they trying to punch it out.
Into the red zone, down inside the 15.
That's crazy. They trying to punch it out.
There, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Running back sent in motion.
Oh, that's a pick, 24.
But touchdown denied, knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception and just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Carter's kick is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Raiders and this running back headed back out for a new series.
I can't believe he already has 100 yards.
Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. It's Connor again. Jukes his way into the clear. And he'll go down.
Connor's running, boy.
39-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's the give to Connor. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Going to the ground again on 1st.
Oh, good run.
He's able to work this down to the 41.
They are running the ball.
Run gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. From the 41. That pass is caught by Bell. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He's on the move. He's running with it. And a nice gain here.
Ooh,
when
he
it
tucked
stops
that.
short of the first.
Tick, 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 tick.
Defense is playing pretty good, only giving up
Fair
field
pass and
goals.
all set up for the kickoff.
they can still catch fire at any time. All they need to do is score.
Return. Here comes Davis. And a decent return ends as they
A score for them will definitely spark a late fourth quarter run.
Headed back out there offensively. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense.
We released him.
Well into this second half.
He was on the Raiders. We released him and he went to them. Oof, good hit, 40.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Running back headed out once again. They are in great shape here as we wind down this third quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another. That could put
that man has 150-something yards.
First down carry for Connor. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Metton stopped by Alex Highsmith. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Connor on the inside give. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Call that a modest improvement. 3 yards that time, but still a 3rd and 7 upcoming. Dak now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. So we're through 3 here. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. On the give, this is Connor. And he takes it across midfield and into
late
Panthers
in the
territory.
4th.
Solid
Got the ball
4-yard
back.
gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Shotgun handoff to Connor. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. Going with Connor here.
Oh.
And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Good defense, 5-4.
No
Good tackle.
there, and that'll bring up 4th and a few.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
So here's Kaimi Fairbairn, ready for the field goal try. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And he missed it. It's no good. And they'll hold their lead at 18.
Oh, man.
I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. St. Brown's got it. Complete.
Catch.
Have it down to the 44-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
They trying to score.
Throwing is Zappy. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Zappy back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
He went right back to him.
They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore.
Got to be kidding me. Let's go, defense. I told y'all the defense would have to come up big at some point. In the 4th quarter.
Defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
1st and 10 from the 41. Carry here for Connor. And all he can get is 1 yard.
He had nowhere to go.
Defensive front.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9.
Oh, that's a dot.
Here's Brown. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
But they did.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Chenault on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Panthers set to take the field. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
From the 42.
Uh-oh.
And the Raiders get there and take him down. Now this is
the
dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him.
That is their 2nd string quarterback. So now they're down to their 3rd string quarterback. That is crazy.
First throw for the backup now. Rolling left, buying some time. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Offense going for it here, 4th and 5.
True, they said they need to.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw.
Nope.
Safe Brown there to bring it in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The home teams and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Connor. And he'll advance this down to the 38 on that run. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Right back to Connor. And there was really nowhere to go there. Just a small push to the 37.
Oh, they just running the timeout.
They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. From the gun is Prescott. He has the first over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. That one gains 7. And that's a Vegas first down. Play action, Prescott.
Oh, dot.
Has it downfield, working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Trying to run it in, Connor. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
One more time with Connor. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders nearing their 2nd win in the campaign. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Prescott here from the gun.
Oh, that was tutty.
Someone's able to knock it away.
That was
That's
tutty.
incomplete.
That was tutty.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away. Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Chenault on the return. The Carolina offense headed out now. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker.
Down to the minute.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Kelsey makes the, oh, what a hit!
Oh! 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 Oh!
First down, it is especially a killer.
The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah,
that was insane.
They made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Ready to start this drive with Connor. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain.
That's crazy. He got
We'll get
smacked.
stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak blossoming for them, Brock. They've got 2 in a row as they get out of here with a victory.
Let's go.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Stewart, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.
What up, Christopher Chris? I change it. No D tackles. Tackle. No. So I got old man Harris, Brian. Well, next up, got four. They got 4 games. Yeah, for 4. I gotta put him on the other side. What the? Like that then. Have a. Probably gonna have. Probably gonna. Trying to get him to stay more years. Trying to add one more year. 14. All right, so I had the edibles. How about you? Edibles are weak for me. I could take 10 edibles. The edibles are. Hold on. For me, edibles are weak. Why did you take that mini? High as a kite or something? Is that what you're trying- All right, we got the Browns next. Hey, did you register? Register Twitch? Hey. Oh, I got Ram is out. Bell is out. Out for 3 4. Start looking. I did ship butt off. Oh, I can bring old boy up. Have a extra spot. Ertz is back. Bell is out. What? Blocking type. Oh, they made the switch. Believe that like that. down back. I need to in another back because Connor and P Ryan is not going. Connor is actually not going to cover. In, right in. It. 87. I'm leaving it. All right, here we go. We got the Browns.
It's week 4 of the 2024 season, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Browns and the Raiders, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Now, from the home of the Raiders, since 2020, we're inside the spectacular Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. We've got a couple of teams, Greg, that can make it happen with a defensive front. That's going to be a huge focus on this game.
With the importance of the passing game in today's NFL, Mike, you know how great it is to be able to disrupt that timing and throw off the quarterback's rhythm. And no better way to do that than by being able to get after them, especially with your defensive line. You don't have to blitz. You don't have to bring a...
The veteran Jason Myers will get this one started. Off we go from Vegas.
Here we go.
This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling.
Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game. Danielle Hunter, pass rusher extraordinaire, in action again.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down,
he just beat him.
but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Right side, the right side is suspect. The right side is suspect. My left side is good.
Here's the first carry for the Pitt product, James Conner. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. To the right side, and Kurt's got it. 15 yards through the air. First down, Vegas.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good.
Good pass. That was a dot, Dax.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late,
good rush, Dax.
Disaster strikes.
They'll have a first down, a gain of 28.
I ain't see that one coming.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
They'll run with Conner. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
That's a good run. Ain't got. Oh, they full strength.
Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's Thielen over the middle. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Prescott down. That's
first down.
2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Here's Dak to throw.
Throw it away.
Again, the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. 3rd and goal coming up. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. This one caught at the 4. A nice run there, bringing it down to the 2. And decision time. 4th and goal.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cleveland
That boy got smacked.
Take the field for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft out of USC. It's Sam Darnold.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even keel. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And
3rd and
nice
inches.
work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run it with Brooks. And he is going to have a...
That was a good hard-nosed run right there.
He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's incomplete.
2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now, Darnold. That is intercepted.
Uh-oh.
And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
The Raiders offense ready now for their
They need to
second
score
drive.
here.
They had the field goal.
If they can score here,
drive, took the early lead. See if they
we'll
can
take an
improve
early
on
lead.
that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To throw is Prescott. This throw left side taken in by Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Raiders with the early lead.
That's
And
crazy.
we're back in Vegas after this. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. He'll try to work the screen with Connor. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the...
Oh, that's a dot.
And he'll take it on in. Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Las Vegas. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Fairbairn, good on the point after. And the Raiders are out to a 10-0 lead.
Uh-oh.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, it's Parker Washington. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Browns offense about ready to get going on their second possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Darnold. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons.
Wow.
This one back. A DB's dream.
Wow. He
We
said,
saw
bloop, bloop.
earlier the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Raiders move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Come on.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Washington now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Browns offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with 1st down.
Uh-oh, that's a nice run.
This drive. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. On play action, here's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline, and that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain.
Wow, he got smacked.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
On 4th down, here's Matt Ariza to punt. Back deep, Anthony Gould. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Prescott. He'll get this into the hands
That's
of
a
Fields.
dot.
And he'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
And not
Barely
much
got
there.
that.
He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Connor. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up. Back to throw is Prescott.
Oh.
It's to the right side and corralled by Thielen.
Why would you
Nice job
run
there defensively
a
to keep
route
him in
that was
front
that
of the
short?
marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Raiders send their punt team out. And deep to return, that is Parker Washington. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Browns offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon.
Yep.
See if it starts here. 1st and 10. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. Here's a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun and under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield.
Nice defense, guys.
And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's Matt Araiza now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Raiders offense ready to take over possession of the football. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. He
Come
is
on.
taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
2nd down, Prescott. Catch made by Thielen. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. It's a draw and a give to Connor. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here.
Why would they use the timeout right there?
Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Darnold. And this one is caught by Pierce.
The pass.
That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Darnold. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Here's Darnold again. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Nowhere The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
Damn, they got to kick it.
Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for Cleveland. And a pretty good punt there. The fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The Raiders offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. The throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. One final throw before the break. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. And that is incomplete.
Wow.
One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From Chicago, we head north to the home of their rivals as we check on the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Tua Tagovailoa, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Jared Goff, 3 touchdown passes as his guys stay unbeaten on the year. It was the veteran quarterback Dak Prescott who had it working in the first half. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Washington now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Browns offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Darnold to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Wow.
That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. As he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Raiders offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go play action. It's Prescott. High throw.
He caught that.
Set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And It's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
On the give, this is Connor. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Tyler Newbin is there for the stop. 2nd and 7. Man in motion is Brown. On 2nd down, it's Dak. To get this complete, it's Thielen over the middle. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. We'll try and run for this.
Oh, nice run.
A gain there of 16
Right
yards.
up the middle.
Good for a Raider first down.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Yeah, we got to shuffle some stuff around.
They'll go right back to Connor. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Here's a give up the middle, Connor. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Washington now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That one complete to Pierce. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Give it up the middle to Brooks. And just a short pickup there to about the 44. 2nd down and 8.
Nice score this drive.
They'll play action with Darnold. This one to the tight end, Trotman.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
He'll try to run for it. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
The Browns getting their punting team out there as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
5th time. They can't get nothing going.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That'll be taken in by Connor. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. On the play fake, Dak. Off he goes. Dak wisely hits the deck at the end, but he slides after picking up the 1st down.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that 1st down marker is, he's able to pick up the 1st down, but then get himself.
Oh, good run.
He avoids the big hit and picks up the 1st down.
Beautiful run, Connor.
2nd and a yard. Prescott now. He'll try to work the screen with Connor. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. 1st and 10. Kirk is the motion man. Prescott on 1st down. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's to the
Oh my gosh.
And he will get
He
into
dotted
the
the
end zone.
head on that one.
Adam Thielen. Touchdown Vegas. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
That's crazy.
Tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner, and in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Raiders able to add on. It is now 27-0. Washington now to return it.
Oh.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. A carry now for Brooks. And nowhere to go.
There you
on
go.
that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold.
Ooh, good
On
pass.
target to Laporta. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those games that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because
Boys
right
is out
now
there
in the
hitting.
field, there's no mistaking who it is.
3rd down, 3 to go. Darnold to the air once more. In trouble, and down he goes. That is DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The home team's offense, and Dak Prescott set to take over again. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. We've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Power run inside. Here's Connor. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll go again here to Connor. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense. And it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
Darnold to throw on 1st down. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in
they almost got another one.
Is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. To throw again is Darnold. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll try it now with Brooks.
That's holding.
Stop him short of the marker. But there is a flag here. If this is on the offense, this will be declined. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A run, it's P-Run. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Here's 2nd and 9. From the pistol, here's P-Rod. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Now, Darnold. He's got his man. That's Slayton.
I thought he's
And
fast.
brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Darnold. And this one is caught by Pierce. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their
scared
biggest
on that
bright
last
spots.
one,
Usually
boy.
that
He
doesn't
feared
go
for
hand
his
in hand.
life.
So it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Darnold to throw again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they
What's
know
up, bro?
this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Darnold again. And for a 3rd time today,
that's
intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Stephon Gilmore. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just
Boy, that was an ugly
and
duck.
become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the
He threw
house.
an ugly duck.
Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down. Here's P-Rod. And he'll run forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. On the carry is P-Rod. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 3rd and 6. Back to throw is Prescott.
Throw it away. What are you doing?
This one as down he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Tried to outrun that guy, and that guy's fast as it. Throw the ball
Raiders
away.
have their punt team out there.
Boy. Wait, sacks.
So this one, a win for the Raiders.
Shutout.
And
First
right away,
shutout
you
of
can
the
point
season.
to the
Defense
turnover
came
battle.
to
Always
play.
key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders, winners here. We'll see if there are other winners outside. So long from Vegas.
Buddies, 49. Right, I figured that. I know I wouldn't want. But we did ours. 3-1. New York and Miami. Look at that. All right, y'all, that's going to be my time. I'm getting sleepy. I need to eat something, take me a shower. I got to be up at 8:30 for a 9 a.m. I'm going to try to stream at 9 o'clock in the morning, y'all. Make sure you turn your noties on. Back in the morning. Gonna stream. Y'all know the schedule. All right, that's my time. I see y'all in the morning. Okay.
In reality, it is a man's true destiny, which is always within himself. Explore your future. Explore your future. Explore your future.